Hey, NFL fans. For any Chicago Bears fans out there, we have a Bears-only YouTube channel. The link is right there, youtube.com/BearsNow for Chicago Bears coverage all year long, including this Bears video of the week. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am your host, Harrison Graham. It's been a busy first week of NFL free agency, so I'm going to hand out some grades, both from a team standpoint and individual contract/trade standpoint. Yes, we will include the Nick Foles trade as well. I'll grade that move. Let's start with the overall team grade, all of the moves we know up to this point. I am going to give the Bears in this front office and what they've done a C+. I think a C+ is where I've settled in at. Not great, not bad. Average grade. C+, it's kind of the range of what average looks like. I like the Robert Quinn signing. I like the Jimmy Graham signing. I like bringing back Danny Trevathan. I thought Quinn and Graham were slight overpays, but that's what you have to do in free agency, so I'm okay with that overall. Obviously, you lost Nick Kwiatkowski. You lose Clinton Dix to the Cowboys for just $4 million. I was a little bit surprised by that. I love cutting Leonard Floyd. And then the Nick Foles trade, I got to wait and see how he plays, how that all plays out. So overall, I've landed at a C+. I want you guys to scale so far the Bears free agency moves on a scale of 1 to 10. So C+, that's like a 6 or 7, right? Like maybe a 6 out of 10 is probably where I would fall in on a 1 to 10 scale. But go ahead and type your votes down in the comment section. If it's a 1, that means this is the worst free agency period of all time, aka the Houston Texans. Or if it's a 10, going to the Super Bowl, baby, with the moves we've made, give me a 6, 7 maybe. I think it's been decent, definitely above average, not too bad for the Chicago Bears. And while you're casting your votes, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. You scroll down just a tick, boom, you hit that sub button. YouTube.com/Bears Now. Let's get to 5,000 subs. Keep growing the channel. Bears videos all off-season long. We'll keep the free agency stuff coming. Then we'll shift our coverage back to the NFL draft. I'll probably do a mock draft soon once free agency comes to a halt. If you're watching on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel, you see the link below, youtube.com/Bears Now. You Bears fans, go ahead and subscribe to Chicago Bears Now. All right, let's grade individuals here. Jimmy Graham, I'm giving him a C+, 2 years and $16 million with the Bears. I like the addition because tight end was a major need for the Chicago Bears. He was released by the Packers. They wanted to save some money. Obviously, $8 million per year. Maybe it's a little rich for a tight end who has diminishing skills at this point in his career, but he is a player that can still contribute on a winning team, and the Bears needed help at the tight end position. So I am giving this signing a C+ because I think it's a little rich, but it's definitely an upgrade from what you had before for the Chicago Bears. Here are his last 4 seasons. Last year, 447 yards and 3 touchdowns. Obviously, in 2016, he was a Pro Bowler back in Seattle. I don't think you're getting around 1,000 yards from Graham. Can he be in the 450 to 500 range with 5 or 6 touchdowns? I think that would be great production from Jimmy Graham, especially when you look at what this tight end crop did last year. Oh my God, I hope this is the last time producer Dylan puts this graphic up on screen because I can't take it anymore. This production is just brutal. Graham had more yards combined than all 5 of these guys last year, and Graham wasn't even that great in 2019. That is how badly they needed tight end. So Jimmy Graham, 2 years, $16 million. I'm giving it a C+ grade for the Chicago Bears. Got a question for you guys. Over or under 4.5 touchdowns for Jimmy Graham? So do you think it'll be 5 or more? If you do, type O. If you think it's under 4 or less, type the U for under. I think it's going to be in that 5 or 6 touchdown range. I think that's what you're hoping for. So give me the O for over. Go ahead and cast your votes down in the comments section. So I gave the team a C+, Jimmy Graham a C+. Now Danny Trevathan, I'm going to go B- here. I'm going to lift the grade up just a little bit. I'm going B- for Danny Trevathan. I like his veteran presence on this defense. I thought the Bears would opt to go for Nick Kwiatkowski. He gets 3 years, $21 million with the Raiders. Trevathan to the Bears, basically the same deal. And when Trevathan's healthy, he's better than Kwiatkowski. I think we can all agree on that. He's got more speed. He's a better player overall. Yeah, he's older. Yeah, Kwiatkowski, you could argue, was ascending as a player, but we know what Trevathan brings to the table when he is fully healthy. Past 4 seasons, he's missed some time. He's been banged up. That's why I wasn't sure if the Bears were going to opt to keep him over Quit. They did. If you can get 2018 Trevathan, that is awesome. Healthy and over 100 tackles with some production. He's a vocal leader. He's a team captain type of player. I like Danny Trevathan a lot. I just hope he can stay healthy because last year he missed 7 games. Kwiatkowski played in all 16 and started about half of them. Production was similar, though. It's clear when Trevathan's healthy, he's one of the better linebackers, especially inside linebackers in the NFL. With him, it's all about the injuries. I hope he can get back. I hope he can get healthy and play at a high level. Now pick a linebacker. Which one would you have chosen if you were Ryan Pace and the Chicago Bears? If it's Kwiatkowski, type K. If it's Trevathan, type T. I thought they would lean Kwiatkowski. I was actually saying they should go Kwiatkowski because he's healthy and he's younger. But, maybe they know something I don't. Maybe they think Trevathan, they're buying in that he can stay healthy, and they type T. I know they value his veteran leadership. That he has over Kwiatkowski, no doubt, and he is a better player when he's healthy. I hope we get healthy Danny Trevathan in 2020. Let's keep this rolling. Robert Quinn, the biggest signing in terms of finances, comes to Chicago. I'm going to give this a B. And maybe this is a little higher than some of you guys think, but Robert Quinn's a really good football player. I don't think people realize how good he actually is. Had a resurgent season last year. Yeah, 5 years and $70 million is a lot, but only 30 is guaranteed. So the Bears are going to be able to get out of this contract down the road if they want to and save some money against the cap. Less than half is guaranteed. He was a great pass rusher last year for Dallas. DeMarcus Lawrence on one side, he was on the other side. I think that's what the Bears envision here. They've got Khalil Mack, but they didn't have that secondary pass rusher to get enough pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Robert Quinn can be that guy. He had 11.5 sacks last season, 13 tackles for loss. He played better against the run than he had the past couple of years. He's not great against the run, but he certainly played better. He's mostly going to be asked to get after the quarterback. He's got to be able to win in one-on-one situations when Khalil Mack is getting double-teamed, which is something that Leonard Floyd could not do. I'm excited about this. Look at this linebacking depth chart. Find me a 3-4 defense that has 4 better starting linebackers. I don't think that it's out there. I love Trevathan and Roquan on the inside. Khalil Mack's one of the best pass rushers in the biz, and Robert Quinn is a perfect number 2 pass rusher in the NFL. I'm excited. I think this defense is going to be elite in 2020. Did the Bears overpay for Robert Quinn? Type Y for yes, type N for no. The answer is yes, but the answer is also that when you poach a player from another team, especially a good player, you got to overpay. 9 times out of 10, that's the case. Chris Harris of the Chargers is the lone exception. I think he actually got underpaid, but typically players get overpaid in free agency. That's part of the business. You're getting a really good player here in Robert Quinn. That's why I gave it a B grade. Now, cutting Leonard Floyd, this isn't an addition. I wanted to just outline this, though. This is an A. Thank you, Ryan Pace, for finally cutting ties with this guy. I wish him the best with the Rams, but overall, it just did not work in Chicago for the Bears. Top 10 pick a few years back. The Bears cut him to save $13.2 million. Plug in Robert Quinn, boom. That's basically the same salary per year as Quinn's making $14 million per season. The Rams gave him $10 million, guys. Incentives up to $13. Do they know something we don't? Because the production's not there. 3 sacks last year. He got worse in that regard since his rookie season in 2016. When he had 7 sacks as a rookie, we were all excited. But now he's just kind of a guy. To me, he's more of a rotation pass rusher. Pretty decent in coverage, but he is not the pass rusher that the Bears need. Robert Quinn is. You cut Floyd, that's an A. You add Robert Quinn, that's a solid B. I feel good about that swap for the Chicago Bears. I also feel good when I throw on this quarter zip Bears jacket. I already got mine in the mail. You know why? Because it was 30% off. Chatsports.com/BearsZip is where you can find this deal. 30% off. It's not going to last forever. You'll have it in the comments. It'll be in the description. The link will be. You click on it, boom, get you to our Partner Fanatics website, and you can get this quarter zip jacket on sale for 30% off. Take advantage of these deals today. Get yourself a pullover for next football season. Okay, next one here. It's the Nick Foles trade. Yeah, it's technically not a signing, but it happened during free agency. It's certainly a major move for the Chicago Bears. I got to give it a C-. I'm conflicted here because Nick Foles has familiarity with this Bears coaching staff. So I am conflicted. Let's show the trade details first, then I'll dive into how I think he may or may not be able to fit in here, and obviously the Trubisky aspect of this. Who do you guys think won the trade? B for Bears, J for Jaguars. Bears sent their 4th-round comp pick back to Jacksonville in return for Nick Foles. Who do you think won the trade? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments section. Obviously, Chicago didn't give up a lot. It's just a 4th-round comp pick. But Nick Foles, he's got a weird career path because when he's expected to be a starter like he was last year in Jacksonville, he didn't play that well. 4 starts, 0-4 record, 0 wins. Yeah, he did break his left collarbone, but when he returned, they benched him again for Gardner Minshew because Minshew played better. John DeFilippo was the offensive coordinator last year in Jacksonville, who Foles has a lot of familiarity with. He's the Bears quarterback coach this year. So you got a mixed bag there because in Jacksonville it did not work. But when he was with Philadelphia, especially in the 2017 Super Bowl run under DeFilippo as the quarterback's coach, his career playoff stats, 4-2 record, a lot of those big stats in that Super Bowl run when he was fantastic. But that's the thing about Foles. That's what you're hoping for here is big game Nick. In the big games, he plays really, really well. Can we get that over 16 games? Can we get that over an entire regular season? That's the unknown. This coaching staff knows him. It appears they believe in him. We'll see if this for sure means that he gets the starting nod over Mitchell Trubisky. Also, keep a note and keep this in mind as well, that third note on screen. Nick Foles is kind of betting on himself. He can opt out of his contract after next year or after 21 as a part of a deal for this trade. 3 years, $50 million remaining on his contract, $21 million guaranteed. It's a risk. If it works out, it'll obviously be a lot higher than a C-.